Hi friends, welcome back to Reverence Meditation Studio. So today we have a very important topic. I keep saying everything important, but yeah, these are all important. So the topic is chakra healing, chakra meditation, or what are these chakras? So we might have heard this term if you are into spiritual knowledge and wisdom. So before we jump into what are chakras, we need to understand one important thing about three main nadis in the body. So in Panchaprana we discussed that we have 72,000 nadis in the body which carry the prana, right? But even though we have 72,000 nadis, there are three main nadis in the body, and those are, you can see in this figure, Ida on the left side of the body, Pingala on the right side of the body, and Sushumna, which runs in the middle of the spine. So the Ida is exactly on the left side of the spine, which is also called as a Chandra Nadi. Pingala is exactly on the right side of the spine, which is also called as a Surya Nadi, and Sushumna, which is very vital for the like life force energy for us. It runs exactly in the middle of the spine, and these three nadis, they intersect each other at 6 points, and the seventh point, because Ida and Pingala, they end at middle of the eyebrows, but Sushumna, it starts from base of the spine. All these three nadis start from the base of the spine, and only Sushumna end at the top of the spine. And wherever these guys are intersecting each other, those are very important energy centers, energy channels in our body, and those are called as chakras. So you can get more details on Google, like what is Chandra Nadi, what is Surya Nadi, what is the importance of it, or I will create another video. Okay, but the objective of this is understanding the chakras. So I will have one more beautiful figure over here. Okay, I will use this. Now how we will go further is, I will explain each chakra, like its name, its qualities, and the emotions and sensations and feelings associated with it. And why it is so? Because as the energy is flowing through the spine, and whenever it goes through these nerve centers, based on the energy is activated or energy is dull, we feel different emotions, we feel different sensations. Also scientifically they have proved all these nerve centers are also attached to our very important glands, like pineal gland, adrenal glands, thyroid glands, pituitary glands. So all these glands which are responsible for so many bodily functions, etc., they're all attached to these major nerve centers. So let's start with the base one. It is called as the Mooladhara chakra. I will give Sanskrit names, there are English names also, but we'll focus on the Sanskrit names. Mooladhara chakra. This is located at the base of the spine. If energy is activated, we feel enthusiasm. If energy is dull, we feel inertia. No, we don't want to do anything. So that's what the Mooladhara chakra is. Let's move little upward. This is Swadhisthana chakra, which is behind our genitals, our private parts. And these chakras are located on the back of the spine. Okay, this figure has in the front, but this is on the back of the spine. So Swadhisthana is behind the genitals, and here we have creativity and sex. We are not talking good or bad, but the full on energy which is activated is creativity, and another part is the sex. Now if we move to the third chakra, this is in the navel region, on the stomach region, Manipur chakra. So the greed, the jealousy, the joy and generosity. If you see, so these qualities are associated with the Manipur chakra based on how the energy is activated or if it is blocked, based on that. Now, when we move little upward in the chest region, chest center, Anahat chakra, and the qualities or the association is love, fear and hatred. See, these things are just a different form of a same energy. So basically the hatred is a distorted form of love. Fear is a distorted form of love. Same energy, but in a distorted form. So Anahat chakra at the chest center. Let's move to the throat center. This is called as a Vishuddhi chakra. Here, if the energy is flowing properly, we feel the gratefulness, right? And if energy is choked up, we feel grief. Then in the middle of the eyebrows, this is called as a Ajna chakra. Alertness, awareness and anger. These are the emotions and feelings associated with this based on the energy blockages. If energy is blocked, you feel angry, and if energy is flowing good, you are alert, you are more aware. And the last one is the Sahasrara chakra. This is the point of bliss. You might have heard about Kundalini, that when the energy, it reaches to the top of your head, they say Kundalini energy is awakened. So this is how the energy flow is. These are the chakra, like let's revise. You have Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Ajna and Sahasrara. So these are the, and it's very important guys that we know about this. Even though we cut open a spine of a person, we won't be able to see this physically, but this is energy guys. We can't see the energy, but this is life force energy. There are so many details about these chakras, our ancient rishis have studied. So after explaining these chakras, there are also other important aspects, that every chakra has its own color, every chakra has its own sound, and also these are associated with the different elements. We talk about 5 elements: earth, water, fire, ether, etc. So these are also associated with those elements. So there are a lot of details, but that's not the scope of this video. We might have another lecture on this or another session on this. So what is the significance of all this knowledge? Okay, so we do yoga, there are a lot of asanas, we do pranayama, breathing techniques, we do meditation. You will see all these things are related with this chakra, and based on that posture, based on the breathing, the energy which is blocked in this chakra is reactivated. And once the energy is flowing seamlessly, properly, you feel that positive emotions, we feel more expanded and more vital. So we, as I keep telling in all the videos, that all these intricacies we might not need to know, but at least at high level, if we know the human architecture, I keep talking about this term called as a human architecture, because I'm personally interested in this, because I was an IT architect, how things work and how the components play the important role. In other videos we talk about what are 5 pranas, what are 5 koshas. Now these are 7 chakras, and once we know these energy centers and how to open it up, heal it up, we will be using this for our growth, success and total health. So that's why the the discussion. So thank you so much guys. I will post little description as well as some important links so that you can go through this again. So thank you so much for giving your valuable time.